Uh, When we renovated the coach house, we decided to install the stove to have some wood heating. And we had to create a new chimney for that. And last winter, we decided to have a hat over it to prevent the rain from coming into the chimney and washing the soot down. And so we designed a hat in the style of the local ones that we find a bit higher in the mountains of Ardèche, with the stone, little stone pyramid on top of it. And when we built it, I asked the stonemason to keep a hole in the middle so that we could put a weather vane if I ever was going to find one. Early this year, we went on holiday to Italy, and I noticed that they had really pretty weather vanes all around. And I looked a little bit for typical styles of weather vanes. And I found a company in Italy that was making these weather vanes in the style of the old ones, but they also had one very special one that caught my eye. Amongst the new models that they were still issuing, they had an antique one, and the description said it came from the area around Lyon in France. So it was a French weather vane. And I really liked the style of it because it looks really cartoonesque. It's a bit like the medieval jokes you find on old buildings, on cathedrals, where the sculptors would add some comical elements often hidden. This one looks like a cat eating a little man with his stick, with the 6 legs, round back, and dragon tail. And this reminded me of things I had seen in southern France a while ago. And doing my research, I figured that it was actually the Tarasque, which is a dragon that was said to terrorize southern France, the area in Provence around Avignon and Tarascon. It gave its name to the town of Tarascon. So that dragon had the shell of a tortoise with the spikes over it, the tail of a scorpion. It had 6 feet, and the head of a lion. So this one looks more like a cat, but let's say a feline. And it was living in a marsh near Tarascon, and it was terrorizing especially the mariners that came up the Rhone because it was sinking the boats and eating the mariners. And it said that when Saint Martha came to France, she settled around Avignon, and she came and tamed the Tarasque, and so the Tarasque became her pet. And sadly, when she came back to Tarascon, the dragon was lynched by the mob, and so it's quite a sad ending. Tarascon isn't that far from here. It's about 2 hours south of here. But it's the tradition of the Tarasque came along the Rhone and spread because it was the mariners would tell the tales they had heard going up and down the Rhone. And our local port is Tournon-sur-Rhône, which is really not far from here. And so when you go up in the land, you still hear a lot about the tales of the mariners. So I thought this is really in keeping, and I thought it would be the perfect addition to our coach house. So today I'm going to install it. I first need to to protect it from rust. So I'm going to put a little coat of rust protector, and then I'll seal it into the hole of the height of the chimney. Doing a quick coat of rust protector, it will give it a nice brown patina and make it last for a few more centuries. Before I install the weather vane, I need to cut the last tile to go at the top of the roof. It's not completely, well, it's not as pointy as I would like. I don't like seeing the mark of an angle grinder. I'm breaking the edge a little bit. What I wanted to avoid. So actually I'll still use this one, and what I'm going to do is cut a hole with the angle grinder. It will be easier than drilling it. So I have the hole for the weather vane, and this will sit on top of the chimney, if I don't break it more than that. This is another day because I was interrupted by someone knocking on the door, and then I had a little accident that prevented me from climbing on the roof. Now everything's back on track, and I'm going to install the weather vane properly. The issue I have is that ideally what I would normally do is put the pole, make sure it's perfectly vertical, and so that the vane can rotate around. But the problem is that if I do that, it will be very, very high for me to be able to put this back on top. So I think I'm actually going to try to seal it in place like this and hope I can hold it in position for the time for the cement to dry. I need to act quickly because the cement is prompt cement, so it sets quite fast. So there is a hole up here for putting the weather vane. I'm going to add my top tiles like this to finish the hat, and then stick the weather vane on top of this. The weather vane will go like this. So now I'm going to fill the hole with the prompt cement. I need to act very quickly. Okay, ready? Let's do it quickly. But it's more that it needs to be vertical so the vein can move properly. My way. Could you go from the near the Yucca by the Judas Street? Because that's actually where you see the most when you come back from Hervé's cabin. I think I'm okay. Is the roof looking better with the top of its hat? I'm making a little sedum garden on the... I'm planting some moss to make it look older. So actually I don't want the moss growing on the roof, but I don't mind a little bit on here, and I think actually it will look nicer. if it's a bit mossy. There's an incredible variety of mosses here. It's looking rather good. I'm pleased with that. That's a good thing done. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe. That helps us a lot. And see you next time.